What is up, everyone? Welcome to our second episode of the Planet Coaster series. We're just going to continue on this park. I've been playing the game a lot the past few days. I've been grinding it out. As you can see, I'm like Management 5, kind of a god, if you will. I've been practicing a lot and trying to figure out the game more. And the more I dive into it, the more content there seems to be. It seems endless. I have to say, the game's like a 10 out of 10 for me. I've been loving every minute of it. The only issue I kind of have with it is designing some of the roller coasters are a little wonky. It seems like all your roller coasters have to be reasonably short, otherwise like everyone's nausea goes crazy. And same as Fear. Like nausea never goes down, so like you have to wrap up the roller coasters pretty fast. But that's the only thing I've noticed that's a little weird about the game. I've had a few glitches, but I'm just going to consider that day one release and they'll probably fix it. One of the examples was at my other park. I had everyone stuck on a staircase, like just hundreds of people stuck on a staircase. So just watch that, I guess. Anyways, though, besides that, I've been loving the game. We need to build 4 rides, so we'll probably get that done today, and we can probably, honestly, complete all this. I can't imagine us not completing this all in a nice half-hour segment here. The 4 rides isn't very tough and whatnot, and isn't too tough, honestly. All right. It looks so nice. Look at how nice it looks. All right, let's get our next ride going. So we have 3 rides. Looks like we have a lot of hardcore amusement rides, and people seem to be enjoying it. Let me check out how... We'll have to erase our scenery while we're at it, but we'll get there. Let's see what we got to mess around with. We already have Wild Blue, I believe. I think that's this. We don't have a carousel. Overall, carousels are pretty crappy. You want to look at those 3 numbers there: excitement, fear, and nausea. If they're yellow, they're okay. If they're green, they're freaking awesome. If they're red, it's like almost not even a point to build it. That's why like this one kicks butt, which is funny because no one's even in line for it or getting ready. I wonder if our fan base might be too young for this. One second, let me just turn down my settings a little bit. I was messing with them earlier, and I think with recording it might just be a little too much. So I have it on custom, but really it's like as high as you can go. We'll go down just to high. I literally boosted everything past ultra, and that's why it was custom, but we'll just turn it down a little bit. Yeah, there it is. Those are the frames we were losing. Yeah, those were literally the frames we were losing. Okay, cool. Got that. Don't want this. Honestly, don't really want teacups. We'll do some research and get the next item, I guess. Let's see. We haven't started charging entry fee. I think we were considering doing that this episode. We'll look a little bit more into it and see what people think about that. Our customers, that is. Then, yo, I've never had so many green. Milkshakes is so busy. I'll try something else. Do we only have 1 milkshake place? No, we have 2. Because we have the ones down here that I forgot about, which are kind of like entry places. Then as you come over here, we also have this this milkshake place, which is probably bringing in bank. Yeah, awesome. All right, let's research our next ride and keep cruising along here. Next ride, research. Oh, wow. Wait, we only have a few rides to research. No one's complaining about vomit or sick, I think they call it. So we'll do a family ride and not worry about that. Our staff, double check that. We have our cute entertainer. All the vendors seem okay. Mechanic seems happy-go-lucky. And it seems like nothing's breaking down, so I'm in. We're going to research our next ride. I guess we could get teacups. Teacups does a lot better than carousel, but carousel is really good if you have like all family. But I don't think we do. Yeah, we definitely don't have a lot of family. I was looking at it a little bit ago. Yeah, 23%. They don't even care. We honestly want more teens, so let's do that. Energy can be fixed by placing benches. I'm not sure if I placed them last episode. It looks like I did not. Let me get some benches down. That'll help energy a lot. And benches are a one-time payment, which is beautiful. I hate having multiple payments. Like, some items cost so much each month By example, if you get special effects, the sparklers cost like 50 cents a month. And if you get like a bunch of them, which generally people do, just way too much. Another example is anything mechanical usually costs them a month if it's not a triggered mechanism that you can use with a roller coaster. You want to avoid those as much as possible, especially in early game. Let's go, teacups. Teacups, teacups. Let's back it up a little bit more and make sure it looks good here. And then we're going to work on scenery. We're going to make it look a lot more piratey. And let's get paths. So anyways, I've been playing this game like, sorry, non-stop. And I've been loving every minute of it. I think the game has so much potential. For what I understand, someone was telling me that they plan on continuing releasing updates and patches. And that is super cool. Usually after games come out of beta, they're kind of done with it. But this is not one of those games. This company is not one of those companies, it seems. And I am so happy about that. Let's do those. They seem pretty excited about the game, as I am as well. I'm just using black. Yeah, okay. Black! What the? I don't know why that won't go black. Trying to figure that out. Oh, well. Oh, there we go. So weird. Alright, let's go all the way down. Beautiful. Boom! Round 2 complete. Gorgeous. And let's... Oh, wait. Are they all not... Lines are black, but the... Let's turn this on, and I'm going to figure that out real fast. I like everything to look in sync. I've been a real stickler for it recently. I usually don't care, but with this game more than others, it bothers me when everything's not perfectly done. Especially these lines. These lines are what is really eating me up. Every time I see these lines look bad, I get so aggravated. Alright, let's start doing scenery. So... scenery is pretty cool. You can use blueprints, which I 100% prefer using. They're more expensive generally, in the sense that they have a lot of technology used and stuff, but I much rather use these. You can then go through custom, which is just every item possible. The blueprints are pre-made, so like Kraken attack, there's a Kraken, there's a Tentacles, there's everything. That Kraken machine costs like 20 or 50 a month to run, though. You really don't want to run it. These are just pre-made sets that look very pretty, so it's assembled of like 100 and something parts. And they have it pre-made, so it just looks awesome. But it's really expensive, but we're going to get it anyways because we have the money. And it'll look so nice. See? It's like 2K, but you know, like, you gotta spend money eventually. And I like to put them in between these, so if you were wondering, like, Josh, why are you putting them there? It doubles the scenery, so instead of having it go just to one, it'll go to both. Actually, I feel like that didn't go to this one. Wow. Take that back. Let's put it up here. Can that fit there? Oh, that's so nice. Can we just move that rock, please? No, don't walk through the rock! Well, I guess it's already there. Yeah, I'd say 21%. And, wow. This park's just gorgeous. I especially love the roller coaster. The queue for high seas is full, I think. Where's the queue go to? Like, how long is the queue? Is it this entire area? I don't even... Oh my god. We're gonna have to figure that out. Can we adjust that? Like, is there a wider path? I think there should be. We can widen that path. So what we're gonna have to do is delete it, but then grow it. So hopefully in the long run it's beneficial. All right, let's get the clay going, and let's widen this. Boom, beautiful, done. That should help it a lot. Reduce cluster. I actually had that problem previously in another playthrough where they were like so clustered that I'd take an hour to walk through. It was just too many people in one area. It especially happens around shops and around these mannequin guys. Around these dudes. My little cow here. I am absolutely loving my job. Well, that's good. And scenery helps people wait in line longer. So like they're all about waiting in line. Raises up to 550. Them big bucks. 7K last month. Like stupid money. I'm always confused on how this park, I've done this park before, and it just makes so much money. It's just high seas just racks in the dough, and like all the other setups also racking. Oh, strategy here. If you turn it to 50 cents, they don't mind. They don't mind. I don't like to touch this because no one ever uses the ATM. Like if I could delete, can I delete it? I don't think so. I think it's like permanent with the wait a second. ATM's part of this entire ensemble? Why? No, let's just edit the building. Let's just delete the ATM. I'll leave everything else and just delete that. Done. So now I'll get to reduce my costs. But it still looks nice. You win some, you lose some. Move the ATM because not a single person used it last month. You can check how many times people use product just by this number right here. There it is, and there it is. It's pretty awesome. High Seas is killing it though. What I usually like to do with High Seas, I can't do it here because it's a pre-made coaster and you can't edit a pre-made coaster like this. If it's built into the park, it stays with the park. You are not editing it. But if you extend it, add a few extra coasters in there, add a stopping block, you can get double amount of coasters or more seats in each coaster. And there it was. Easy as that. Hard done. I'm actually going to finish playing this one out, and I think next episode we'll start a new one. Just because I want to see like what we can do with this and further expand it. We sadly can't place... What am I doing? We sadly can't place coasters on this map, but that's okay. Do we not start researching something? Research. Oh my god, we aren't done researching yet? Let's just research everything, and we'll just boost the crap out of it. You spend up to 3K, makes it go faster, but more expensive, obviously. Well, more expensive at a shorter period. Overall, it's the same price. Just speeds up the process. If you have a high monthly income, it doesn't really matter. Do I have Rocktopus yet? Oh, dude, this one's my favorite, Rocktopus. It's like a kid's ride, but also adults love it, so it's so perfect. We just have so much money. We'll get a carousel over here. Like, no one's going to use it, though, which is aggravating. We'll move this here. Tree? Trees, please. Trees, let's move ya. Let's move ya. Yeah. 7K. That's that money. And we'll just do this. Place entrance here. Place exit here. Do a line. Oh, actually, I'm gonna do that last one. That one looks silly. And if people want to use carousel, they can. The other thing we're going to do this episode is just to show it off is we're going to do marketing. So marketing is a super cool option that you get to use. Marketing, you got to attract more people. So like we can do high impact for each individual group. We honestly have so much money. I just want to double check how much we're making a month. About 7K. So we'll do one high impact and one low impact. That's probably the way to go. We're getting enough teens and adults, and we want to get the people who spend the most on rides. The most overall, actually. Which is adults. They spend $52 a thing. Have they actually been doing ATM withdrawals? I thought I removed the ATM. Anyways, it's spending $51. So let's get more adults. We're going to do that by using a high impact on adults. Attracts lots of adult groups. And then we're also going to do a low impact on teens because they are second most. And we're just going to let families just avoid the park. Even though we did build a carousel, which is nice. We're still going to try and kick those little families out. We don't need them. First aid. It's cool. I don't like it very much. I don't use it very much, I should say. There's actually no big issue with it. The only time I do use it is whenever I have a thrill park. First aid's nice is if you need a thrill park. So typically they'll throw up as soon as they get out of the line, which is kind of crappy, kind of gross. If they're sick and they didn't like the ride, or the ride has too much nausea, they'll throw up. And people hate stepping in quote-unquote sick, is what it's called in this game. So you get either more janitors or you get a first aid place. And on stream, I just milked a first aid place. So we had these rides that purposely made people sick. Well, they kind of did. They were just really intense coasters. And we made everyone super sick with the coasters. And then we'd then have a first aid place right next to it that charged you $2 for first aid. Dude, we were flooding in money. Just so much money. It was awesome. And we only made $1,800 this month, but that's because we spent a lot on advertising. As you can see, we have a lot more people here now pouring in. We can actually check that and see how our marketing is working. So it auto renews if you don't turn off auto renew, so watch that. But you check out graphs, and then you can check out where is it? I'm sorry. Where are you? Oh, guest tab. Nope. Where is it? Dudes. Graphs. There we go. Total guests. Boom. Jump from about 1,100 to a little over 1,400. So that's like a 300 person increase. I'm not really sure if they keep coming after the fact. I'm not 100% sure how that works. You also get a bonus on the park. So we're at 1,000. Marketing bonus is 142. Then ride bonus is 532. We'll auto renew the top. No, we'll leave that one. We'll undo this one, and we'll get a family low impact, so we don't have to spend so much money. Family low impact. No, adult group low impact. And with that, we're going to charge entry fees now, just to show off how much money we can rack in with entry fees. Entry fees. Wow, actually, people aren't really liking it. I'm used to having like 100% here. Let's get $10. And families will be at $5. Enjoy. Woo, Looney Tune coasters. I'm not building a coaster today. And that is everything in this one. So we can finish up it with the final ride. What was it? Magic Twirl. What an intense ride. Magic Twirl. Entrance here. Actually, we'll back it up so we can put it around there. We'll just close it like that, because why not? And open. Boom. And that'll get that one done. See, Teacups is getting no traffic. Like, come on. Other thing I recommend is, if you have enough people, like the carousel does, which is weird, it never does. Hit full load and turn this down to 45 seconds. It'll get you the most potential, like, people on your ride. As long as the lines are still full. Like, this line's a little empty, but I think we can do full load, so we'll do that. 45 seconds. This one should definitely be on full load. And 45 seconds, like, that line is off the charts. We can't even finish filling up the queue. The queue is over flooding. Full load. So, like, maybe they'll have to sit next to a weird sneezy guy, but you gotta deal sometimes when the rides are this good. The bins are flowing in the park. Make sure janitors empty them out regularly. Unless we could hire a new janitor or make the janitors work more efficiently. No, grab this one. I don't know which one we want to do. We'll have to see. Looks like this ride's gonna have full loads too. All right, let's upgrade all our janitors. Staff. Janitors. Upgrade. I'm not going to show you guys the work rosters on this one. This map's too small to have work rosters, honestly. But how work rosters do work is that you kind of have them focus on a certain area. So if you have a janitor, a mechanic, they want to focus on the mechanic, by example, on 10 rides. So I just want to focus on these 3 rides, okay? You can just set it so you can only focus on these 3 rides, and they'll just go in rotation. It's especially good on bigger maps. So if you have like 30 rides, 3 mechanics, 4 mechanics, you want the mechanics to make sure they're spread out evenly instead of all of them free roaming all the way up here, or free roaming all the way over here, or all 3 are together right in front of the bathroom, or all 3 are, I don't know, riding Magic Twirl. Separate them so they only focus on like 1 lane. So if I multi-lane this, one would focus on this, next one would be another guy, another guy, another guy, and so forth. And that's what the rosters do. And we are pretty much like... Honestly, this is what I was talking about. They just... No one's going to be able to get through this. Just look at the people. It's like little ants just flooding. And especially when they're groups, they walk in like this line. It's bad. You can also do that with this guy. You can set up star places so he stays out of the like way of people and things. Oh, wait. I need a trash can down here. That's why. I was like, where is all this trash happening? It's right here. I forgot we didn't have stuff down here before this episode. Hopefully that'll help a little bit with the trash issue. Yeah, that should help. And the janitor should hopefully get down here. Nice. This park honestly works unbelievably well, and I don't know why that is, but... Oh, there's not enough families to actually get this ride going. I don't think we'll ever make money. There's just not enough. We'd seriously need a lot more families at this park for such a baby ride. Where is it? I'll show you. Like, see, this is as baby as it comes. It's right next to the carousel. Like, double red. You can try and make it better by using these. Clockwise, 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 counterclockwise. And just keep running tests. And if you do readjust these, it'll give you different stats, but... maybe we'll do it in the future. I don't see the point of doing it now. Anyways, I guess I'll wrap it up here. We did get gold, so I'm not gonna try and force out more stuff. We are making 10K a month. I don't know how much better we can do. We can probably even charge more for entry if we really wanted to. Let me show you how much we're making with that, by the way. Graphs, we can check, where is it? Overview. And we can check graphs, and then entry fee. Where's that? I don't know where it is. It should say it somewhere. Oh, here you go. Last month we made $1,600 in entry fees. And everyone's like, this park is great, I'm never gonna leave. And our guests are staying for what, like a couple hours? Only 43 minutes. A couple hours. 43 minutes a piece, like dang. We could probably milk them more with hunger, thirst, and bathroom. And everything. Oh wait, this one wasn't profitable. Magic Twirl wasn't profitable. Try and boost it. Awesome. Alright guys, that's it for the day. Thank you everyone for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you like this series, if you like any of the other series, if you haven't watched any of my other series, go check them out. If you like the other series, share them. Share them. Shear like you do to sheep. No, share them. Also down below in the description will be a link to my Twitter and Twitch. The past week? Has it been that long? Couple days? I don't know. I've been playing non-stop like Planet Coaster. I really was grinding it out and I've been loving it so much. If you guys like the game as much as I do, it might be a good place to see content. And if I'm not playing it, you can always check out past broadcasts where I have like 6 hours of the game just consecutively. So check it out there. Also, make sure to upvote it and leave a comment. Both those really help me growing to grow as a YouTuber. It puts us up in the search charts and so forth. All those little things that are quite important. For me, helps me and does little extra work for you if you just upvote. It's pretty easy. There's a little thumbs up. Hit that bad boy. And I'll talk to you all soon. Everyone enjoy the rest of the nights, and yeah. Goodbye. You can't see. I'm waving, okay? Can't see me, but I'm waving. Just trust me.